All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are finished. This is Phantasm Ravager. I am BroncoJuggalo.
And I'm Bill, of course.
And 2016, Phantasm Ravager, last film in the Phantasm franchise.
But it was filmed in 2012 and 2013?
Filmed in 2012, 2013, took all the way to 2016 to get released. Whatever.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was 2018 that it got released.
2016.
Oh, I did? Oh. Alright, never mind.
But, Angus Scrim passed away in 2016, right before the release of the film. So they dedicated the film to his memory, which was cool.
Yes.
And we basically pick up kind of where we left off.
It's a couple years later, though, right?
Reggie, it feels like when it first left off, but then Reggie's wandering the desert. He's looking for Mike again. Turns out, though, he's looking for Mike through dimensions, through time, through reality. He doesn't know what's going on. Things keep flipping back and forth between different realities. We don't know if it's all in his head. We don't know if it's a dream.
We don't know if it's real.
Yeah. We got this whole big thing, just like in a lot of these films.
Yeah.
But they kind of went really into that in this one. But for the most part, by the end of the movie, you can kind of make up your mind what it is.
Yeah, you can sorta. I don't know. I still have questions.
I think that the storyline where they're all getting together in the car at the end and driving off, and then they're fighting, through the credits. That's the reality. That's the reality. That's what I think. Yes.
Okay.
That post-apocalyptic world setting. That's the reality. Everything else was either alternate realities that they talked about previously in the movie, where you can either be living different realities at one time, or that's what I think it was, different realities. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I guess it's up to the viewer to draw their own conclusions.
I don't have a conclusion, really. Sorry, but I don't. I don't know which it is. It could flip-flop again if they ever make another film. It could totally 360 with the way these films have been going.
And they've done that. They've done that in these films where they switched it up on you. Personally, Bill and we both really enjoyed this one.
Yes, it was fun. I found it to be a very fun movie.
It was entertaining. I really did like it. It was good. I know that a lot of the fans have had issues with this film.
Yeah.
And a lot of the critics actually liked it.
Weird.
The two main critics from Bloody Disgusting, one liked it, one hated it. They both said, though, that it looked like a college film student film, and I did not think so at all.
I don't agree with that statement.
Personally, I feel that this movie looked better than almost all the rest of them, with the maybe possible exception of 4. I think that it actually looked better than the rest of them. That's my opinion.
I don't know if I would go that far, but I really did enjoy the film. It was a fun ride. It kind of flip-flopped a little too much for my taste, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah. One real quick thing that I found out about this movie, aside from the fact of when it was made and when it was released, is that there's some irony here that Reggie plays an ice cream man in the film. And where they were filming in Texas, they would have to stop filming once in a while because a real ice cream truck would drive by with the music on, and they would have to stop filming until this guy finished his round by then, because that's one of those things where when you're filming in someplace you get permits and all, sometimes you have to not interfere too much with the people around. And,
if you do, you got to pay them.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes, and they had to stop filming just so this real ice cream truck could go through the set.
Irony.
I thought that was funny too.
All right, where do you want to start with this film?
Cons. I've got less than those.
Okay.
Less than cons.
All right. You want me to start with that, or you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I guess I'm going to start with something I've already mentioned. This story jumps a little too much for my taste.
Same thing I was going to mention first.
Yeah, it's just... it feels a little all over at times.
And it's a little, that's my con, is that it's a little confusing
Yeah.
trying to figure out what is what.
Like, I'm enjoying what's going on, and then all of a sudden, where are we?
Yeah, it pops you into another reality,
Just,
and you don't know
just
which
like that.
reality is supposed to be the real reality. So,
Yeah.
that's where it gets a little. But it wasn't as bad as part 4
No,
as far
no,
as the
no,
frustration
no.
goes with it. I enjoyed
No.
it. Part 4 thing was they were introducing so many new elements that you didn't know what the hell they were going with them.
Yeah, you really didn't know where they were going.
I completely forgot to mention that this is the first film in the franchise not directed by Don Coscarelli.
Oh,
It was directed by David Hartman. It was co-written by David Hartman and Don Coscarelli, and Don
Okay,
Coscarelli
yeah.
is the producer. But so we still have him writing on the movie and trying to do his storyline. But I honestly feel that truly, I've heard this from other people that like Phantasm, the first movie especially. I don't think anybody truly knows the real story except for Don Coscarelli.
okay.
And
Yeah, I see
sometimes
that.
I wonder if he even knows.
Yeah, especially with part 4, I wonder if
Yeah.
he knew what the hell. Yeah.
But like, there's always, and I've heard that the more you watch them, there are more things you find, more things you know. So,
Huh.
but yeah, that was my first con as well, and
Okay.
probably my biggest con of the film was just that
Yeah.
it's sometimes a little confusing, a little hard to figure out what's going on.
Convoluted.
And like you said, you're enjoying the kick-ass part. You're riding through,
Yeah.
and then bam, all of a sudden you're in a psychiatric ward, going, what the fuck?
I think I don't know. Was that a psych ward or was
A
it
hospital, or a
hospital?
psych hospital or a regular hospital? I don't know.
Who knows?
I think it was a psych hospital or something because they said he had dementia. Like, how did he get out here? And they were about to juice him, so.
Yeah.
I only have one other con for this movie.
Okay.
When we first see the futuristic and post-apocalyptic world, when we first see it, it's this long, drawn-out shot. You start with Reggie, and then you end with Reggie in the different dimension.
Yeah.
But
him looking out the window.
in between, as it's zooming along, it's a CGI environment with characters and you can tell, and it looks kind of like a video game. And I really didn't think that needed to be done that way. They could have done it with a real environment, and it would have been 10 times better.
Game-ish.
Yeah, that's the one shot in it that I didn't like. That I didn't like the look of.
Okay.
The one shot in this film. That's my last con, and only 2 cons I got.
But I do like the way they start the shot, though, where Reggie looks out the window, and then when it comes back, I have a shot of you're looking in at Reggie. I do like the way that they began the shot and ended the shot.
And I like this. I like the stuff we get in the shot. So, I actually have a pro that goes with this because, and I'll get more into it in a little bit, but I love the giant fucking death spheres. I thought those were cool.
Oh yeah, they were
So
cool.
it's kind of a yin-yang thing. I like and I don't like.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right. I do have another con for this film. It's the very end. Chunk crawls through one of those pillar, whatever.
2 post things.
Posts.
Yeah. The tuning
But-
forks.
How did he survive that explosion? The grenades were strapped to him.
Well, he said something about, he had one in his hand. He said something about a firebomb. Cool thing about a firebomb is it cauterizes and
Yeah, but they were
And at the
strapped
same
to
time-
his stomach and chest.
who knows? It's one of those weird fucking things.
That just bugged me because there's no way.
He should survive.
There's no way. Like the character though, kind of a cool character, but no way he should have survived that.
Yeah.
No way. And that's not being nitpicky. You've got grenades strapped to you and you're pretty much playing suicide bomber. Come on, you're not going to live through this.
I do like that Rocky basically told him she'd go out with him. I thought that was kind of funny. He literally asks her out. He doesn't, hey, you want to fuck? He's like, so what do you think, you and me? And she's like, well, there ain't no other guys around. Sure, why not?
Till something better comes along.
Yeah, he literally, it was just funny. I really like that. Do you have any more cons?
No.
Well, you know what? Let me start right there with my pros. Then.
Okay.
I love that we get pretty much every major character
that's
from the
cool.
franchise in this film.
That's not dead.
That's not dead. Yeah, we basically get all the live characters back again.
Which
we
is
get
cool.
Rocky back. We get Mike. We get Jody. We get Reggie. All played by the same actors. Angus Scrimm playing the tall man again.
Yep.
I like that. I enjoy it. They all did good jobs in their performances.
Yes, that's a pro of mine as well as the acting.
Angus Scrimm did a great job.
He always does a
rest
great
in peace
job.
to Angus Scrimm as well. It was. I liked seeing him playing like the different kind of roles in this one too.
Yeah, it is
He's
kind
like,
of nice.
do I know you? And then all of a sudden he goes sinister, like,
Yeah.
you'll never beat me.
Oh, yeah. But yes, the acting is another one of mine as well, and the fact that we do get all of these people back.
Yeah.
That's very rare to see anybody do that.
Yeah, it's very rare to see your main actors, with the exception of 2 and, A. Michael Baldwin not being in 2.
Yeah.
But that was a studio decision. They brought him back for 3. It's very rare to see your main actors go through the entire franchise.
Yeah, or... Yeah,
like
it is.
Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers. Jamie Lee Curtis is only in... She's in 1, 2... H2O, then 2018. Whole bunch in between that she's not in. Oh, and she's also in Resurrection. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Resurrection.
For like 5 fucking minutes. Oh, let's not even go back on that right now.
Yeah.
Michael's played by a different person practically every movie. Only one person's played him twice until Halloween Kills comes out. Then James Ducournau will have played him twice.
Okay.
Let's go, Friday 13th. We never have any characters come back again with, very like flashbacks.
Yeah, we have
to
some
the other
flashbacks.
movies. But it's always new.
Yeah, because they just don't come back.
Warwick Davis and Freddy Krueger, the Leprechaun Freddy Krueger, those are about the 2 only ones that come back in almost every film.
Yep.
Except for the remake and the new Leprechaun film and the remake. Or
that reboot
origin.
thingy?
Yeah, that sucked. I'm just saying, it's really cool to see all these characters.
It is.
Not just the characters, but the actors that played them come back.
Yes.
Even though, yes, they're aged. They kind of did explain it a little bit in this one.
Finally.
Finally we got the answer I was looking for in part 4. It talks about how he has been, when they're rescuing him, he's been in this thing with his head between these 2 psychic tuning fork pillar things or whatever.
Yeah.
For over a decade. So him wandering through the desert, all that, everything
was all
up in here, yeah. So like,
if
and
that's
it's not
the real
just
reality.
It hasn't just, but also too, every time they've gone through movies, it seems like it's all back to back, but it's not. The tall man and his dimension were bending time, so years were going by.
Okay.
They finally explained that in this movie. So, and now looking back on it, I'm like, okay, well that's why that was like that in part 4. Okay, that's why that wasn't part 1. Which, in my opinion, it shouldn't take till the 5th fucking film to explain that kind of shit, but hey, whatever, I didn't write the motherfucker.
Hey, like I said, if we get another one, it could rewrite itself again.
It could.
Okay, my next pro for this film, we get the Jawas really attacking in this film. We finally get...
Well, I didn't think there was as much, really.
I thought there was way more than 4.
We had more zombies.
There were zombies and Jawas.
Yeah, they were
everywhere. Which was nice, finally, because 4 was just blah with that. I like to see that return.
I think you just like watching Jawas.
I love watching rabid Jawas attack. Yes, I do.
We need more of that, like, we got a little bit of that in the Star Wars universe with the Mandalorian when they were like beating him up. He climbs up to the top and then he's like, and they just shoot him, he falls off. I love that. Love it.
Oh yeah.
I liked the production of this film, with the exception of that one sequence I mentioned.
Yes.
I thought it looked great. Cinematography looked awesome.
It did.
I loved the camera work. I loved the angles. I loved the lighting in this film. I thought it all looked amazing.
And the sets.
What really brought me to it was there's this great lit scene where Reggie and the tall man are talking, and they're in the void, I guess you could call it, or maybe we could call it the Matrix Neo.
Oh,
since
God.
It's all just pure white.
Yeah.
It's the Matrix Neo. Who?
It's the Matrix.
They're talking, and then there's this really bright light, and it's shining right on the side of the tall man's head, which the tall man has white hair. so it looks like there's a piece of his head missing.
Oh, because
And
of the glare.
I
yeah.
liked that. I thought it was cool looking. I was like, it's kind of cool, just I liked the way it was lit. I liked there was other scenes where, let me see. Okay, the scene where they're in the corridor, in the mortuary. He's in the corridor of the mortuary.
Yes.
And it's all dark and grimy looking. And then all of a sudden it changes, and you see it flip into a cave, and you're like,
Yeah, that was
it
cool.
looked really cool. I really enjoyed
cool.
it. I thought that the production on this was really good to me. I don't see how anybody could say it was cheap looking. But we talked about that before in Doom Annihilation when people said the same thing.
Yeah.
And we both thought it looked good. So maybe we're idiots, or maybe some people
Having a stroke?
maybe some people are just a little too hoity-toity and need to come off their fucking high horses. You hear me, bloody disgusting?
Yeah. Come on. This was not bad looking.
I'm mad. I'm always picking fights with the big fucking sights and shit.
Yeah, you are an angry man.
They annoy me.
You're
And
just
it really
angry.
annoys me that all these people will like something, and then a big site like Bloody Disgusting or one of the
Rotten
bigger
Tomatoes.
YouTubers or Rotten Tomatoes or something will say something, and they'll be, oh yeah, that movie sucked, we hated it. But just 5 minutes ago you were saying how much you liked it.
Yeah.
Make up your own fucking minds. Quit being fucking sheep.
Sheeple.
Anyway, sorry about that.
He's a very angry man.
Yeah, I'm getting angry.
I know you are. Angry. Or are you sure you're not hungry and you're not hangry? Hangry.
No, we just ate a bunch of burgers.
Okay, so you're not hangry.
No, I'm good there.
Okay. All right, my next pro for this film, I really love the kind of Fallout Mad Max feel to the
Mhm.
what's supposed to be, for now,
In our opinion,
real reality.
I mean, I guess it's up to the viewer. You could say the reason I say that's the real reality is that's the last reality we see, and it's also going through the credits. They're fighting. It shows the flashback scenes, but it also shows newer scenes.
Yeah.
They're showing them blowing the giant spears out of the sky.
Yes.
You know.
But I do like that feel of
I
that.
do too. It even looked. I said it in the film when he's wandering the desert and he comes across that I don't know if it's an old gas station or whatever it was.
Old house.
I was like,
whatever.
that looks like a scene from Fallout. It actually looked like a fucked up house from Fallout.
Yeah, that was really
You
cool,
know?
I thought. And then when you get his CUDA back in the future and it's got those Gatling guns on the
Yeah.
side, it's like, oh yeah.
That's
there's
actually a pro of mine.
Mad Max mixed with Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
If anybody actually remembers that video game
That's a
franchise.
pro of mine is they Mad Maxed out the CUDA, and I thought that
Yeah.
was cool. Going off of that,
Okay.
I talked about it a little earlier. I didn't like that CGI sequence, but I loved the giant death balls.
Yep.
I also loved the new death balls.
Oh, the red spiky one?
Yeah, the red spiky one. And then I loved the fact that at the end credits, you're seeing like this jet fly between and shoot fucking missiles at them, and then they crashing, and they're knocking down these death balls out of the sky, and I love it. And then there's one of my favorite scenes in the movie is what I call death ball baseball. And it's the farmhand with the axe, and death ball's coming right at him. Dink! Home run! It bounces off a beam and comes right back into his throat.
Yes.
For those of you that don't like animal cruelty, though, one of the death balls did take down a horse.
Yeah. But
It's not real, people. It's a movie.
I know. We know.
Some people don't.
Yeah,
Maybe so.
I know. Segueing off of that, blood and gore. They amped it up in this one. I thought they amped it up.
They
from
did
4.
a bit. They did a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
I definitely thought they amped it up a little higher from 4 because we have heads exploding. We've got they're dragging this guy away in this scene, and his head's just like hanging in the back of it.
That was cool. Yeah, it's all like growing bigger and bigger and bulging out because the balls are in there or something.
I don't know. And then the back of the head went
Popped.
whee! There it goes.
I love it. Yeah, after the death ball kills the guy that's got Reggie's car, and he's fleeing from the other death ball, he runs the guy's head over again. I thought that was cool.
He did steal his car. He kind of deserved it. He did. Do you have any more pros for this film?
I do.
Okay.
I liked the mid-credit scene, and I liked that it was a longer mid-credit scene,
It
And
was
then I
long.
also liked that the credits continued the story through a stylized, not animated, but kind of like filtered version of the
like
everything.
like a red filter.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought it was kind of cool. I liked that it they continued throughout the whole credits. So
it
the
made you
story
actually
kept
want
going.
to. It made you actually want to sit and watch the credits.
Yeah, and made you also think, hey, maybe there might be a sequel after this.
Yeah, but who knows? How many years it's taken to get sequels out of this franchise?
Yeah, now
There
with the Angus
could be.
Scrimm dead, who knows?
I know. Who knows? But it's not out of the realm of possibility here
That's
because
They did leave it open.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, long time between sequels.
guys, we enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it
regardless
was.
of what people think.
It's good.
And I would say overall, we enjoyed the franchise. Overall?
Yeah, overall.
Yeah,
And-
it's in my opinion, like I said, it's not a top tier franchise. That's just my opinion. But
It was good.
decent.
It was entertaining.
Yep. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. Go and check out the Bronco Juggalo Teespring store and the Bronco Juggalo Patreon, the Horror Mob, and peace out.
Okay. That was kind of delayed reaction, but good night. You wanna-